Hey y'all, welcome to the Ginger Walkabout. I'm the Ginger. That's Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And that is Lucille. She is a 2020 Winnebago TRAVATO 59 GL that we have been living in full-time since August of 2019. This is my Day in the Life series where I give you the real scoop about what it's like to live full-time on the road. All right. So we are driving into Glacier National Park, and I'm doing my national park. Yeah, you need to get on your side of the road, sir. I'm doing my national park program, which is go in on the first day, late in the day, and recon, and then come back and do all the things that you want to do later. So, as you can see, there are a significant amount of cars coming out of the park because the east side of the park, where the Blackfeet reservation is closed, so you got to go in and come back out. It is 4:18 p.m. on a Wednesday. So I'm hoping that there will be very few people going the direction that I am going. I believe they will mostly be coming out at this point in the evening. So there you go. So a lot of people asked if I did Going to the Sun Road in the van, and obviously the answer is yes, I did. I want to say the height restriction is 10 feet and the length is 24 or 25 feet. Check the website. I definitely took the bike off the back of the van. I was staying in a campground for a whole week. I know, it's the longest I've ever stayed in a campground, but I stayed in a campground the whole week because I was working and doing Glacier in and out. Anyway, so I took the bike off the back, so, you know, that shortened it. And then, yeah, I mean, I did go into the Sun Road. I was not particularly scared, or there were no near misses that I can recall, except, as you will see, people really need to understand what the double yellow solid line means. I'll tell you what. Like, this is not a road you can play on, people. You gotta keep it together. So, yep, here we are in Glacier. Once again, another national park that I get into and I go, yeah, I get it. I get it. Now, this road, for obvious reasons, has height and length restrictions. Because, yeah, there's not a ton of space on here. And there's rock overhangs that will get the top of you. So, but yeah, that's a thing right there. Yeah, just, you know, sometimes there's just a little waterfall. But yeah, that's a thing. It's spectacular. I am kind of avoiding looking out my passenger side mirror to see how close I am to this rock ledge. Because it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna hug that yellow line. And hopefully that will keep my running board off of that rock ledge. That's the goal. Anyway, there's Glacier, y'all. Seriously. Yeah, so I went all the way up to St. Mary's Lake, which is on the east side of the pass. So if you could drive all the way through the park, then you would be exiting out the east side, which I could not do. But I stopped at the lake. It's lovely. And they got this little wild goose island right there, cute in the middle of it. And then I did the hike to the falls, which is like a mile out and back. and there's kids jumping off of it and everything, and it was lovely. And then I headed back up towards Logan Pass, and Logan Pass is, you know, the top of the coming over the mountain. And there's a visitor center there, and yeah, it's just, I mean, it's stunning. There's just all these waterfalls flowing into the valley. It's green. There's glaciers you can see up on the very tippy top of the mountains, hence the name Glacier National Park. Anyway, I was surprised that this is where I saw all the aminals. I did see a bear cross the road very quickly on my way into the park down near Lake McDonald. But then up here at Logan, I'm guessing because they go and eat the human garbage after we are closed for the night. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I had the longhorn sheep and the mountain goats and all the critters. It was awesome. Just a bighorn mountain. Oh, gonna come visit the vehicle? Is that what you're gonna do? Bighorn sheep creature. Look, Bugs. Whiskey. What's that? What's that? Is that a mountain goat? Look. What's that? You don't know. Look, there's some more right there. There's some goat butts. There was mountain sheep up here too. There's all the woodland creatures. Little mountain sheeps. Yeah, the longhorns were cooler, but they're cute. Yeah. He definitely would prefer it if we would all just leave. Oh, there's his friend. He has a friend. Oh. Maybe they're not friends. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Carry on, boys. Yeah, so then I was heading out of the park. It was starting to get dark. I mean, look, y'all, in July in Montana at Glacier, the sun doesn't go down until 10 p.m. So I'm in there at 8. I still got 2 hours of daylight. It's totally fine. And the park's emptying out, which is amazing. So did the drive back down the road, and yeah, I mean, again, I kicked my mirrors in and stuff, but going to the Sun Road in the van, not a problem. Alright, so listen up. I thought maybe it was just the people going one way that couldn't stay on their own side of the road. No. It's people going both ways. Now look here. The whole thing is, yes, the sheer rock wall is right next to you. And then on the other side of you is a cliff that if you fall off, you will die. But you know what? If I can do this, you can do this in your vehicle. I'm not crossing the double yellow. I have faith in the fact that the Park Service says if you are short enough, you can do this. So I just kicked my mirrors in. Because first of all, it gives you a little extra room, right? And second of all, I don't really want to look at how close I am running down the side of my van. I don't really want to know how close. I don't. If I hit it, I hit it. I'm hugging the yellow, not crossing, hugging. Mirrors kicked in. See? Kick them in. Take it slow. And stay on your daggum side of the road. Like, seriously. What's wrong with you people? Alright. This is the weeping wall. So, this is where we all drive through and get our cars wet. I actually just washed Lucille, so, you know. But Whiskey is not amused. Alright. weeping wall. It is weeping significantly, water falling. So then on the weekend, I chose to stay out of the park a little bit, because it's just a zoo. It is a zoo. And so I did a little whitewater rafting, it's the, middle fork of the Flathead. Interestingly, I believe our guide said there are only 2 rivers in Montana that are not dammed and therefore flow controlled, and the Flathead is one of them, the middle fork anyway. And so they are, at the mercy of whatever the river and the snow runoff is doing. And they had really high water this year until right before I was there. But it was fun. Little level 2 and 3 rapids. Nothing crazy. But I was on the trip. It was a half-day trip with this lovely family. I will not name names just in case they're, I don't know, in Witsec or something. But they were really, they made the half-day by myself quite enjoyable. So good times had on the river. I also did some horseback riding. So the campground I stayed at, and I'll put the name down below. I stayed there specifically because the rafting place and the horseback riding place, like, you just walk down a little trail out of the campground and there they were. So I could leave the whiskey dog in the van with the ACs on, because it's hot, y'all. It was in the 90s in Montana. So if you're other places and you're hot, it's not just you, it's everywhere. Anyway, I left the whiskey dog in the van with the air conditioner and then went and did my rafting, and then I did some horseback riding. Thing is, the horseback riding, they said you cannot bring cameras, you cannot bring a cell phone, you cannot bring anything. And then I got there and they were like, oh, you just can't use them while you're on the horse. Okay, so kind of screw you. I'm not going to recommend you because of that, for misleading instructions. But yeah, so I did a little horseback ride. I hadn't been on a horse in quite a while, and so it was fun. It was nice. It was good to do that. I grew up riding, so it was nice to be back on a horse. And then I wanted to go on Sunday. I wanted to go back into the park, and I wanted to do the Avalanche Trail. This is a very popular trail. The parking area gets crazy full, and then the trail's full, and anyway. So, because I have a van, I got up at like 6 in the morning, drove into the park, parked at the trailhead, and went back to bed. And then I got up at like 8 and, had breakfast and whatever, and then kicked the AC on for the whiskey dog, because my batteries were all charged up. And then I did the Avalanche Trail, which is lovely. You meander up. You know what? There's a theme. You meander up next to a flowing little river with some cute waterfalls, and then get to a beautiful lake surrounded by mountains and waterfalls, and then you go back down, and then there's like a more touristy, easy path that goes past like the cool culvert and all that. And again, worth doing the hike. It was beautiful. But yeah, it's just the park is so stinking crazy, busy, that you kind of got to go in and stake your spot out early in the day before all the people get there. But when you have a van, it actually makes that very easy. All right, so that was my trip to Glacier. And I liked Glacier. I thought it was beautiful. Am I getting burned out on national parks? Is that even possible? I don't know. They're starting to sort of blend together. Maybe I'm just overdoing it. Maybe you shouldn't hit all the national parks one right after another, week after week, another national park. Because I feel like I'm becoming a bit numb to all the things. And that's no good, because it's beautiful, it's spectacular. But I'm just not as excited by it as I was, when I first started. So, I don't know. Maybe we need a break from national parks. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. Again, just a few tips for going into Glacier. And yes, you can take your van on to go into the Sun Road and you will be fine. So, thanks for watching. And, oh, important note, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Who knew, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And I will see you on the road.